When somebody high up in global warming says, in 20 years, the way it's going and the non-attention to this matter could put Europe in an ice age, that's not funny.
Yeah, it doesn't even take a dirty bomb to affect great change. And there are a lot of things along those lines. One of the reasons I've been interested in healthcare is observing the way it skews lives, the way people make decisions about where they will work based on health benefits. When they'd really be doing one thing, they do another just because of health benefits. So the way in which people's happiness is twisted just in order to get what they need in terms of health benefits. So there's some issues there out in the world that need to be solved, and not just for us to wait around for someone else to
Exactly. God bless you for working on that. We have Maria from Los Angeles who's calling in to talk and introduce herself. Maria, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you for calling.
Yes, it's a pleasure for me to. So, I'm from Los Angeles, pianist, and I have a question that is with me during my whole life. So I'd like you to tell us what's the experience that living both, how we can live the life, listening to the dance of the universe, but at the same time creating power, creating the new possibility that we imagine through our willpower, how we can experience both and balance them.
I can only answer in an image, and then you can ask me another question to be more specific if we can, if the image doesn't help as much. But in a way, we almost have to live with feet in both worlds, and we're given 2 arms and 2 legs and 2 eyes. You know, our eyes see together. They make binocular vision because our eyes can work together. We have to keep one eye. We have to see near and far, and the only way we can see with depth is to see with both eyes together. So the metaphor there is that the question, as I would ask it, is not how can we, but how can we prevent ourselves from falling into one side or another, that we have to keep both things going. Now, is there a specific case that you'd like to know about? And then we can be quite more specific, and that might be more helpful.
No, it's just like, I don't know, I feel that there are 2 energies living with me all the time. One energy is kind of a parallel layer that's a creative energy that I need to dance with it. But at the same time, there is another layer that I can create, and then I can manifest miracles every day, creating possibilities. So sometimes really I don't understand what are these 2 layers and how can I work with them.
Well, do you find that you are in one, and when you're in one, you can't reach or see or be aware of the other, or do they exist and you can see them both at the same time?
To see both at the same time, I need to be reflecting or meditating. But living, for example, okay, so I organize a goal, I have this wish, so I work hard on this. And then when I see that I have something that's not going on right, so I'm resisting, so okay, let me stop and listen to the universe. And then I change my role, something like that.
Yes, it seems to me that you're doing it exactly the right way. Is that not working for you?
Yes, it is, but nobody ever told me how they live this, and I'd like to share how it is and to have more ideas and how I can make my possibilities more happen better.
I think you should read Betty Sue's book. Isn't it Presence and Synchronicity? Betty Sue? Which one should she pick up?
Synchronicity is easier to get into, but actually I think she has an answer rather than a question, which has to do with living with both these things. And one of the things I would add to her answer that she's sort of given as a gift here is that it sounds like one of the things you have gotten good at, and which would help all of us to get good at, is being able to let go, not cling to one thing or another. So when you're living in possibility, you can let that go in order to see the cosmic coming through, and you can let that go in order to manifest, and so that you can move in a fluid fashion from one state of being, which is natural to human beings, to another. So it seems to me you have somehow the right take on things, at least a fruitful take on things, and that it's just a matter of continuing to do what you're doing in the consciousness in which you are and not to worry about it.
Yeah, thank you.
I think you're doing the right thing. Doesn't it feel right to you?
Yes, I really feel this.
Well, let me just affirm what you're already feeling then, because it sounds very good, and it sounds that you can release any worry about it.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And Betty Sue, you have this piece that you've written called The Rules.
Oh, the 10 rules for the road?
Would you like to go through that before we have about a minute left, or a minute or two, but we can take a few minutes. Would you like to share those rules? I think they're worthy of a close.
There are 10 of them, so I can't really do it. But one of the ones that strikes me that to say here in relation to her is, where you stumble, there your treasure is. That one of the rules has to do with that as a truth. So whenever you stumble, you're rainmaking, but the rain isn't coming. There's a treasure there for you. And it's a matter of looking to see what it is. And that comes from many ancient stories of farmers plowing in their fields and stumbling, and there's a rock or something, and they pick it up, and there's a treasure there. And there's a deep psychological truth about that.
Where can people get the rules?
Well, I don't know.
Should we put them up? Should we put them up on the Rainmaking site? I think they're in a.
You're very welcome to.
I would like to share your rules with the world and put it up and acknowledge you on the site along with the streaming audio of this segment. And Betty Sue, I want to thank you for joining us and bringing this great elegance and kindness and higher wisdom to rainmaking. And you are the rainmaking, and we look forward to having you back on again and again. God bless you, and thank you again.
And you too, Kim. Good luck in the rainmaking.
Thank you. This is Kim Greenhouse. I want to thank you for listening to this segment of It's Rainmaking Time with Betty Sue Flowers. I want to let you know how much I appreciate you listening, and I want to invite you all to become part of the rainmaking. Thank you very much.